think is it Rav Kana? And the other one is going to be someone with a Daled. We'll get to it. Okay. I have a sefer at home, Siman Kad, it's called. It's not Bikat, Siman Kad. Someone wrote a book just on Parshas Chayesara. And Chayesara has Kada al Shechman, she's Rivka was carrying the Kad. But he wrote it, he put the title because it's Perek Chav Daled. And it's just a surprising thing that someone should title his sefer with the chapters that were based on the Christian scholars. They made our chapters, but no, we use it. It's just to attribute it. That should be the title. It was interesting. Okay, so here, Yosef Rav Abba Acher de Rav Kahana. Oh, very good. Rav Abba is sitting behind Rav Kahana. The Yosef Rav Kahana Kamei de Rav Yehuda, and Rav Kahana is sitting in front of Rav Yehuda. So Rav Abba is in the back, and Rav Yehuda is the teacher. Rav Kahana is the first student. Rav Abba is the second. The Yosef Akamer was sitting and he was saying, Shachat shlish, v'higrim shlish, v'shachat shlish mahu. If the shechita is done 2/3, the first and the last third are done properly, but the middle one is not. What's the din? Amalei. So he says shchitas kshera. That was Rabbi Yehuda's opinion before, that he followed the majority. Higrim shlish, v'shachat shlish, v'higrim shlish. If you have 2/3 that are out of the proper area, but the middle third is in the proper area, what's the din? Amalei, Rav Yehuda responds, Shchitasi psula, it's not valid. Shachat b'makam nekev mahu. What's the din if he shechs in a place where there's already a defect? Amalei shchitasi kshera. He says that it's valid. Shachat upaga by nekev mahu. That's an interesting question. That we didn't have. Let's say that the trach is not directly in the front. It's somewhere towards the back of the trachea. He's doing shechita, and he doesn't get to the majority. When by the time he gets before the halfway, there's already that hole over there, which it turns into the majority without his action. See, we flipped it around now. The Amalei, he says shchitasi psula. It's not valid. Okay. Now, why did we need this whole conversation here? Because of the following. Azal Rab Abba. Rab Abba was sitting in the back, remember, behind Rav Kahana. And Rab Abba went to Eretz Yisrael. Amar Kamei de Rabbi Lazar. And he said it in front of Rabbi Lazar. Who's Rabbi Lazar ben Pedas? Who's a friend of Rabbi Yochanan. Friend, student of Rabbi Yochanan. Azal Rabbi Lazar, Amar Kamei de Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Lazar went and he told it to Rabbi Yochanan. This is like the stories of the Rabbeim. You know how they said, I heard it from my father, I heard it from his father, I heard it from his father. Like they have like all the, so it has to be so accurate. So Amar Lei, he says, my shna, what's the difference? If he started off, there was the hole was there, the trach, and he continued the shechita, and it was valid. So the same thing, if he starts off with the shechita and there's a hole there, it should be valid. Amalei, shachat b'makam nekev. So Rabbi Lazar says, if when he shechs in a place of a nekev, nasa kamisha shachat ovid kechavim, v'gamar Yisrael. It's as if, let's say, a non-Jew started the shechita, and then he hands the knife over to a Jew who finishes it. So that's kosher. So that hole there, it's as if no one did it. We say, it's as if a non-Jew did it, and we finished it. But shachat upaga by nekev. But if while he's shechting, all of a sudden there's a hole there, and it gets finished, nasa kamisha shachat Yisrael. That's like the Jew started the shechita, begamar ovid kechavim, and it was completed by a non-Jew, and so it's not valid because a non-Jew finished the shechita. So Rabbi Yochanan says, Kari alei, ovid kechavim. He says, Goy, which is like saying, like the statement before, Gisi. It's like, what are you doing? You say, he's like saying, like, it's just you're gonna compare everything to a ovid kechavim. No,
he didn't accept.
He didn't accept this answer. In the earlier prince said a guy. Ovid Kechavim is the censor puts in, and it always changes it to idolater. Every time it says guy, the censor changes it to idolater, so that the people that would look it over wouldn't say that they're writing negative things about us in the Gemara, so they always switched it. Because of that, we never know, or we're confused about many halachas. Is it referring only to an idolater, or is it referring to any non-Jew? Because it was switched intentionally, so now we don't know which ones are which.
They have
And if
now
they
versions.
Right, we have this manuscript. So. Okay.
Versions.
Amar Rava. Rava says, "Shaper kari aleh ovid kechavim ovid kechavim." It's good that he said that. Even though it's correct that he told him, "Goy." Bishlei mahasam over there. Mida havalei li Yisrael mishchat ruba v'lei shachit. The Jew was in the middle of the shechita. He doesn't finish it. Kinafka chiyusa. He should have finished it. Mm-hmm. But where does the life go out? The other the ovid kechavim with the guy kanafka. That's where it goes out. Elahacha michti. But over here, mishchat shachit. He did everything that he could. Mali b'makav nekev. Mali paga by nekev. What's the difference if it started with the nekev or it ended? He did as much as he could. It's not like he handed it over and he should have finished it. Okay. Let's see. Hashaykhet minatzadim shchitasik shares a new mishnah. Someone shechts from the side, it's valid. Hamaylik minatzadim. If someone does malika. Malika is the way the fingernail is used through the nape of the neck. Malikasi psula. But if he does it through the sides, if he does malika from the sides, not through the spine and the back, that's not valid. Hasheichad min ha'oiref. Let's say he shechts from the back of the neck. Shchitasi psula. Hamaylik min ha'oiref. But if he does malika from the back, malikasi ksheira, it's valid. Now, he's telling us malika from the back is valid. You're supposed to say that's how you do it. It sounds like it's b'di'evet valid. It's not b'di'evet. Because we said shchita is b'di'evet no good, so we continue explaining it in the language of b'di'evet, but we really mean l'chatchila. Hasheichet min hatzavar shchitasik she'eh. Same problem here. Someone shechs from the front of the neck, it's valid. We mean l'chatchila, that's how you're supposed to. But because we're about to say hamaylik min hatzavar, if someone does malika from the front of the neck, malikasi psula, that's not valid. Shekola erev kasher l'malika. The whole back of the neck is kosher for the malika. V'cholatzavar kosher l'shchita, and the whole neck is kosher for shchita. Nimtza, we find. Kosher b'shchita, pasul b'malika. What's valid for shchita is not valid for malika, and kosher b'malika, pasul b'shchita. The areas are exactly marked off that malika is valid here, shchita is not, and shchita is valid here, malika is not. It's pasul b'shchita. Okay, the Gemara asks, my oiref. When you say the back of the neck, what do you mean? Oiref means the back. Eily ma'iref mamish doesn't mean occipital bone. Is that the word? The occipital bone is right at the back of the head, back of the skull. That's the oiref. Are you referring to the oiref mamish? My area sheichet. Why are you saying that it's invalid? Sheichet is not valid. Afilu meilik nami. You can't do malika by the bone either. Mimul arpa yamarachmana. It needs to be. Mimul means towards, or towards the back of the head. V'loy arpa, and it can't be the actual back of the head. Elamai oiref. So what does it mean the back? Mimul oiref. It means towards the back, which means the neck. Kidiktani seifa, as it says, kol ha'oiref kasher malika. The fact that we say kol ha'oiref, the whole back, is valid. That means it can't be just that small area that's the back of the head, or else we want to use the word kol. The fact that we're using the word kol means using the whole large area of the neck, which is valid. You know, Hanimili, from where do we know this? The Tana Rabbanan, the rabbis taught me, mul arpai, mul harayas oiref. It says, from the back of towards the back, that means the towards, that sees the whole back, which means the neck. It also says Vu Yeshev Mimuli. In other words, we're looking at the word mul, and we're looking at what does the mul mean. It says by Balak, He says, and he is sitting near me, talking about the Jewish people. They're dwelling near me. Doesn't mean that they're dwelling on him. It was just that he was able to see it. So it means towards. It also says, Ki panu alai oiref v'lei panim. It says that they turn to me their back of the head and not their face. Okay, the Gemara says, "My va'omer, what are you showing me with that other pasuk that God is saying that they turn the back to me and not their face?" It's pasuk in Yirmiyah. What is this pasuk saying? V'chitei ma'oref gufei la yadinan hecha. Maybe what we're going to say is like this: that we don't know where the head is. We don't know where the back of the head is. So therefore, we don't know. I'm saying it in English. We don't know what the oiref is. So the neda mul oiref didei hecha. So we don't know what towards the oiref is. If we don't know what the oiref is, we don't know what towards the oiref is. So Tashema, that's what it comes to tell us, Kipano alay oiref leipanim, that they turn to me their back of the head and not their face. Mechlal the oiref lahadei panim. That means that the back of the oiref is behind the face, and the mul oiref is towards the back of the face, which would mean the neck. That's what we got from this. We have another few minutes. Yeah, we'll turn the page. Amri b'nei Reb Chia. The children of Reb Chia said, "Oh, okay. Let's leave it over here. We'll leave it.
What's could you give me a refresher on Malika? What is Malika?
Malika is where the. Do you want to touch the camera? The one of the buttons.
The square.
There.